Motown made you dance, but did you know it also made you think? Berry Gordy wasn't just creating hits, he was creating a revolution. Enter Black Forum, Motown's 11th label, where the beat wasn't the only thing moving people. This time it was the power of words. From civil rights to Black power, Gordy gave a mic to the voices shaping history. Ready to discover the label that turned up the volume on justice? Let's dive into Black Forum, where spoken word became a force for change. In 1970, Gordy launched Black Forum. It was a platform dedicated to amplifying the voices of activists, poets, and revolutionaries. The first release on the label was an album of a speech from the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. called Why I Oppose the War in Vietnam. It was recorded in April 1967 at the Ebenezer Baptist Church, Atlanta. The album won a Grammy Award in 1971 for Best Spoken Word Album. Two more Black Forum albums were issued in 1970. Langston Hughes and Margaret Danner's Writers of the Revolution and Stokely Carmichael's Free Huey. This speech was about the imprisonment for voluntary manslaughter of Huey P. Newton, co-founder of the Black Panthers. The speech was delivered by Carmichael, an American activist who played a major role in the civil rights movement and invented the term Black Power. Nothing came out on the label in 1971, but in '72, Ossie Davis and Bill Cosby addressed the Congressional Black Caucus was released, bringing both humor and sharp political commentary. Another release was Black Spirit's Festival of New Black Poets in America, which unleashed a wave of energy and dynamic expression, showcasing poets and activists like Imamu Amiri Baraka, Stanley Crouch, and the Last Poets. It became a powerful platform for unapologetic Black voices, celebrating art, culture, and activism at a time when the nation needed it most. Both recordings, though different in tone, represent the essence of Black Forum. Guess Who's Coming Home? Black Fighting Men Recorded Live in Vietnam is a historic audio documentary album produced by Wallace Terry in 1972. Terry, known for his immersive journalism, traveled across Vietnam from 1967 to 1969, interviewing Black servicemen who were not only fighting in a foreign war, but were also facing racism within the military and back home in the U.S. The interviews were for Time magazine, which became the foundation for this album. It's Nation Time African Visionary Music by the writer Imamu Amiri Baraka delivers some powerful readings over a musical background created by the stellar likes of James M. Toomey, Idris Muhammad, Lonnie Smith, Gary Bartz, and Gwen Guthrie. In 1973, Elaine Brown's self-titled album on Black Forum was the label's last release. It was entirely a vocal album produced by Phonce Mizell and Freddie Perrin, two prominent Motown producers. It showcased Brown's musical talent and political message. As the first woman to lead the Black Panther Party, Brown's songs reflected themes of struggle and revolution. She later became an advocate for prison reform. Until We Are Free, a single from her album, was the only single ever released on Black Forum. Shortly after, the label closed its doors. Though short-lived, Black Forum was a reflection of Motown's recognition of the growing demand for Black empowerment and awareness.